Hello and welcome to our Jural monthly news bulletin for the month of March. I am Mwesigo Kerry Howard.
And I'm Sandra Aini.
Our first report today is on the controversial anti-homosexuality bill that was passed by Parliament on the 21st of March 2023.
That's right. Under this new law, aggravated homosexual activities will be punishable by death, which has sparked outrage among the human rights activists and campaigners. All except 2 of the 389 legislators voted for the bill, which introduces capital as well as life imprisonment sentences for same-sex and for anyone supporting, recruiting and promoting gay sex.
The 2 MPs who are against the new legislation argued that it contains provisions that are unconstitutional, ill-conceived, and also reverses the gains registered in the fight against gender-based violence. It's a contentious issue that has divided opinions.
Moving on to our next report, an American couple accused of child trafficking and child torture has been granted bail by the High Court judge in Kampala. Justice Isaac Muwata granted the couple bail after receiving a report from the Maxson Bay prison that they could no longer keep the couple due to their complicated health conditions, which could no longer be managed in the prison premises.
The couple was ordered to pay cash bail of 50 million Uganda shillings each, as well as depositing their passports with the court. They were also ordered not to leave the country without permission from the court. The American couple has been on remand since December 2022, facing charges of aggravated child torture and child trafficking.
They are also facing 2 more charges of unlawful stay in Uganda and employment without a work permit, according to their lawyer. It will be interesting to see how this case unfolds.
The judiciary held a special session in honor of the late luminary Justice Kenneth Kakuru. The late justice was eulogized as a human rights defender who served with dedication since 2013 and as a backlog fighter who always dedicated himself to work regardless of his sickly nature.
The Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Butera, eulogized the deceased as an exemplary judge who would go an extra mile to ensure justice prevails and is served. Justice Kakuru died on Tuesday, the 8th of March in Nairobi, Kenya, and succumbed to prostate cancer.
In a rather distressing story, 7 Chamati students have been charged with murder. The suspects are alleged to have tied a 14-year-old fellow student, Bonus Atukwase, to a bed before setting the dormitory on fire, leaving their colleague burned to death.
The suspects, who appeared before Tungamu Grade 1 Magistrate, Ms. Nambiru Mariam, were advised not to take plea because their offense is a capital and are only triable in the High Court. They are being charged with murder, attempted murder, arson, and 175 other counts of malicious damage of property.
The suspects were remanded to Ntungamo Government Prison, while their 16-year-old colleague was sent to Kabale Remand Home since he is a minor.
Three people were arrested in Busia for smuggling counterfeit money into Uganda. Customs officials at the Busia border town arrested the suspects after the Uganda Revenue Authority seized counterfeit money in 5,000 and 10,000 shillings denomination notes with a face value of 40,845,000 shillings.
The Ugandan currency notes had been stacked in a suspicious package that had been declared but was later crossed out. This triggered suspicion from officers who immediately opened the package to find the 10,000 and 5,000 shilling notes.
Police has been ordered to investigate the opium iron sheet saga. The Ugandan president gave directions that criminal investigations be opened into the allegations of theft of relief for the Karamoja region. This directive followed complaints from various intended beneficiaries and concerned citizens.
Following the presidential directive, The Director of Public Prosecutions, Jane Francis Abodo, directed the Criminal Investigations Department to commence investigations in collaboration with the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. Police have also indicated that a joint team consisting of officers from the Office of the DPP, Directorate of CID, and the State House Anti-Corruption Unit has been assembled to investigate the liaison with the Office of the Inspectorate of Government and the Parliamentary Investigative Team.
This investigation comes after the media reports revealed that the iron sheets, which were supposed to be distributed to the vulnerable in Karamoja, were instead given to the government officials, ministers inclusive. These reports sparked public outrage and called for those responsible to be investigated and prosecuted.